No, you know what? I do think this guy has some stuff left in the tank. Hello, and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Jays. I'm your host, Nicholas Playlock.
And I'm your host, Adam Peddle. And today, we thought we'd throw it out there, just in case maybe he decides to come play for Toronto, and that is Charlie Morton. Is he going to come play for Toronto? We're going to find out. But make sure to hit that notification button and subscribe to our YouTube channel in the meantime so you can get updated on all our podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So, Charlie Morton, you brought it up to me this morning. I thought, that's interesting because we haven't even thought of that.
Well, I don't even think that it's just us that hasn't thought of that, but it seems like nobody is thinking about that. Like, it seems like Charlie Morton is either already retired or, like, just awful at baseball, which... Neither are the case.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to throw it out there and be like, well, what if and why aren't we talking about Charlie Morton?
Yeah.
So what do you think about this guy?
Yeah, well, first off, let's break down the stats, and then I got some kind of rumors I want to bring up on what is Charlie Morton doing? What are you doing, Charlie?
Yeah.
So just a little bit of some stats. I don't have much. I know you got. Looks like you got more than me.
Yeah, I got a decent amount. I got a decent amount, man.
Yeah.
First thing to note, I think, about Charlie Morton is that he is 37. Mm-hmm. So he is an older guy, and it certainly would not be within the realm of impossibility for this guy to say, I'm done with baseball. I'm wrapping it up. This is it. Going to spend some time with the family. And I think that you heard some rumors talking about that.
Yeah, like he wanted this priority now in life is he cares about his family. He's got kids. He's got a wife. They're living in Florida right now, and he wants what's best for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So moving them up for 1 year, is kind of what it's going to be a 1 year deal most likely because he's even mentioned he didn't like the way he ended his career, and he was referring to COVID with no fans and kind of not doing as well, and he's he didn't like that. He didn't want to go out like that. So, however, he doesn't want to move and uproot his family to an obscure location. For 1 year, if it doesn't make sense for him. So, and I get that, you've had a long career, and that's what it is, dude. It's time for family time now, dude.
Yeah, and I think he's definitely spoke about that. I think from my perspective, you know what? I would shoot a shot on this guy. I would shoot a 1 year shot on Charlie Morton and offer him a deal. As far as just a 1 year filler spot goes, I think that you could do far worse. In 2018 and 2019, he was an all-star in both of those years. In 2019, I think he finished third in Cy Young voting. He had a great year. So his ERAs were respectively in 2018 3.13 and in 2019 3.05. Now that jumped up to 4.74 this past year. But an interesting thing to note is that his expected ERA was 3.89.
Oh yeah. Excellent.
So that usually lends itself to being that he got decently unlucky.
Yeah. He would have gotten better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We play a whole year. That sample size I think levels out, and you're probably looking at a guy who, like his expected ERA, is around that high 3 area. Yeah. Very, very serviceable. 38 innings pitched, 42 strikeouts.
And I like this guy too. The only reason why I'm there's just no freaking way it's going to happen is just the fact that, like he said, I'm a family man. I want what's best. He prefers if the Rays were to sign him back. He said he would take it because it doesn't have to move anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And he's playing for a World Series championship kind of contending team. As well, we're probably the worst team that he'd want to go to. A, because we're in Canada, right? You're literally moving across a border. And B, we don't even know if we're going to play in Toronto next year. So he doesn't even know he's been playing at a minor league facility in Buffalo, and it's not a major league. And it's then he's going to move across the states, literally going north all the way.
That is very true. That's a good point.
And the one other thing that actually I heard a rumor where if he were to sign back that wasn't the Rays, I heard a rumor that the Mets have been in a huge conversation with grabbing him. And the reason why he would actually fit is because he's from New Jersey. So it's not that far from his home. If he wanted to move his family to New Jersey and that's where they live the rest of their lives, that would make absolute sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's this. It's more of not a baseball situation because he's thinking about the post baseball career right now.
Very likely. And I think that the odds that we did go out and get Charlie Morton is probably very unlikely. I do think that, like I said, you know, Atkins should give him a call, give his agent a call, and say, hey, like, we would be down to have you for a 1-year deal. Because as far as, like, a 1-year filler guy goes, like I said, we could do a hell of a lot worse. And, Charlie Morton, I think, would be very capable of winning us some ball games. And just strengthening that rotation a bit more. And, I know that you look at that 4.74 ERA and you're thinking, well, okay, maybe he doesn't have anything left in the tank. But then I look at that expected ERA and I think, no, you know what? I do think this guy has some stuff left in the tank. He'd be better than a lot of our other options right now.
I'm down. Like, hey, come on over, Charlie. We got good beer here, we got cozy cottages up north, take your family there, take the kids by the lake. I'm sure they're going to love it.
Yeah.
Very friendly school.
That's very true.
Come. This would be great for their upbringing, We
Totally agree.
We got great podcasts about the team,
Seriously.
Come on over, Charlie. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, I don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll see. Guys, let us know what you think. Do you think we should grab Charlie Morton? Do you think it makes sense for Charlie Morton to come here? Let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah, and make sure to check us out on Spotify, Breaker, Anchor, Radio Public, and Google Podcasts. Also, our Instagram is always popping off. We're posting cool stuff on there. And please make sure to check out the Patreon, and we'll say anything you want for $3 a month.
That's right. And thank you so much for watching.
Go Jays, go.